Okay, we're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lewis County High School as the Lady Panthers take on the traveling Lady Vikings from Perry County today. We're getting ready to get started. We're trying to get ahead of some weather, I think. And so they pushed the game back to 5:30,
Well, their winter camera.
and then
First thing.
First Lick turned their camera. Now, we'll work on that just for a second. Jalen Ball will be on the mound today for the Lady Panthers. Brooklyn Crowell's going to be your catcher. Kenley Keltner will be at third. Dotson at short. Tiller at second. Rayleigh Carroll will be at first. Lyric Inman will be in left today. C.J. Tanner in center. And Cabry Atkins over in right. Due up here for the Lady Vikings of Perry County. Izzy Duncan, the designated player, will hit leadoff. Aaliyah Mars in center. Sailor Coble is the catcher. McKenna Jackson at short. Zoe Moore is going to be pitching today for the Lady Vikings. Kennedy Young at first. Eva Welch at third. Sophie Richardson in right. Maddie Latham at second. And Zoe Mathis will be the flex out in left. First pitch from Jalen's up and away, taken for ball one. First pitch down and away. Evens the count at 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Izzy Duncan, the Lady Viking leadoff man. 1-2 up high from Jalen. So that'll even the count out at 2 as we're just getting started here at Lewis County High School. The 2-2, down and away. Duncan's going to swing through it. That'll be the first out of the game and the first strikeout for Jalen Ball. This brings up Aaliyah Mars. She's out in center today. First pitch to her, up high for ball one.
Well, I don't know if that's going to last back there or not. Beating the fence to death.
This might have been the wrong pitching staff here. She brings the next one in. Aaliyah fouls it off. Count now 1-1 here to Mars. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. I don't know, Coach. I'm not sure you get it to stay with if you concreted it in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just pound the backstop. 21 here, the count. Jalen to the plate. That ball's in, but she gets to it, fouls it off. So that'll take the count to 2-2 here to the 2-hole hitter for the Lady Vikings. This is Aaliyah Mars. So the 2-2 from Jalen is down. So the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're playing here with 1 out. Ball's up. She swings through it. Can't get to it. So out number 2, strikeout number 2 for Ball. Lady Vikings send 2, and we strike out 2. This is Sailor Coble. She's the catcher. Ball to the plate. That ball is going to be a fastball above her hands, and she can't reach it. So she falls in the count here 0-1. You know, sometimes we talk about that with Braley a little bit. Braley's around the plate a lot. And so they get aggressive. What happened to us with Jalen the last game she pitched? She pitched a great game. But they got a little bit tired and they quit swinging. And Jalen had a little bit harder time finding the zone. As she falls behind in the count here, 2-1 to Coble. The 2-1's right down the middle. So that's a good pitch there. Hard to call that one. The ball get run out of town. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the top of the first. He's going to ring up Coble, and you get that when you're around the plate a lot. So Lady Vikings send 3 to the plate. Jalen Ball strikes out 3. So as we end the top half of the first inning, Lady Vikings get none. Lady Panthers coming for their chance. This is Lady Panther softball here on the High Forest Sports Network. Back to start the bottom of the first inning. Lady Vikings send 3 to the plate. They go 3 up, 3 down. So the Lady Panthers due up here now. Dotson, Tiller, Tanner, followed by Ball. Dotson's a shortstop. Tiller's the second baseman. She's in the 2-hole. First pitch to Dotson, taking for strike 1 on the outside corner. Ball's hit out to center. Mars is under it, and she'll make the play. So Dotson will fly out to center for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. This is Taya Tiller. She's going to slap the first one up, foul toward third. Third baseman settles under it. That's Welch, and she'll make the play. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here for the Lady Panthers. We've talked about this all season, that we don't watch a lot of pitches. We get something good to hit, we mean to hit it. Sometimes that's beneficial to us, but sometimes that is a detriment. Not always hitting the best pitch we see.
Yeah.
Sometimes we give up a little early in the count. So 0-1 here's the first pitch is fouled off from Tanner. Second pitch is a changeup. Is Tanner here? I believe it's 0-2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tanner's behind in the count here, 0-2. She's going to fist that one. That's off the hands, but it's far enough to get past the shortstop and in front of the left fielder. So Tanner with a 2-out single. We have had a little bit of 2-out luck at times this season, especially here in the middle of the order. Tanner can run. And this is Ball today, the pitcher. 3 home runs on the year. She hit a couple at Hickman County and then hit one at Riverside. takes the first pitch for ball one. 1-0 to Jalen. Hits her on the elbow.
What was it?
She said, she's not hit the bat. It hit the bat. He wasn't buying it. Hit her in the elbow. She's going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. This is Jordan Turner, freshman speedster over at first. But Jalen takes that one on the elbow. So with 2 outs, this is Bradley Carroll, first baseman today. First pitch is a changeup. It's a good block there by Kobe. Zoe Moore, the Lady Viking pitcher. 1-0. Bradley just a little bit behind, but she'll foul back into the fence. Not straight back, thank goodness.
Yeah.
A little bit cloudy, threat of rain, but the sun peeking through the clouds every once in a while. 1-0 here to Carroll. She's going to go away. Ball's away. Too far. Ball's going to get foul. Out of play. Count here to Braley. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Lady Panthers at first and second. She's going to hit it down the line. That ball's fair. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Tanner's going to score. Turner's going to make it to third. He's going to hold her there, and Braley with a 2-out double is going to score the first run of the game, and Lady Panthers will strike first. This will bring up Lyric Inman. She's in the left with a chance to do a little damage. As now we have Lady Panthers 2 in scoring position. First pitch is out for ball 1. Gets ahead here. There's a lot of room out in right center. She goes that way a lot. 1-0 is a changeup. Take strike 1. That'll even the count at 1. She's hitting here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Lady Panthers lead 1-0. Is the 1-1 inside for ball 2. 2-1 to count here to Lyric. Braley at second, Turner at third. She gets a pitch to hit and fouls it straight back. Doing everything they can do to get that camera.
Yeah.
They just don't want that to happen.
Well, I sit there thinking I got to get a mount that mounts it to that big pole.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. She gets another changeup. That ball's going to hold high, and that'll fill the count 3-2. Need to put something in play here. Base hit ball 4. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Panthers lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. She gets a fastball. She hits it out to short. She's going to have to hurry. Short's going to field it, make the throw. So she's going to ground out to the shortstop. But Lady Panthers score first. Braley Carroll doubles to left and scores Tanner. So at the end of 1, Lady Panthers lead 1-0. We'll be right back with more Lady Panther softball here on the High Forest Sports Network. back here now to start the second inning. Lady Panthers draw first as they plate one in the bottom of the first. Due up here for the Lady Vikings is Jackson, Moore, and Young. McKenna's out at short. Made the play to end the inning. First pitch she sees fouls off. So Jalen gets ahead here 0-1, which is big for us some because at times we fall behind in the count. 0-1. Ooh, and it gets her right on the shoulder. And so that'll be the first base runner for the Lady Panthers.
It's a lot of work tonight.
A lot of work. So McKenna reaches as she's hit by the pitch. This is the Lady Viking pitcher, Zoe Moore. Her first time to the plate. Ball's up and away. Ball one. One 0. Strike one on the inside corner. 1-1 here, the count to Moore. Jalen ball back out on the mound. Struck out 3 straight Lady Vikings. She goes to bunt and tips. And now she'll be behind in the count here 1-2. And she's going to swing through. That's a 4th strikeout of the day for Ball. As she's seen six Lady Vikings. This is Kennedy Young. She's the first baseman for the Lady Vikings. She squares, but she pulls back, fouls it down into her foot.
Runner was going all the way. I don't know if it hit and run or.
I think they were going to try to move her maybe with a slash of some sort. I'd
Did
say
she
fake bunt and steal, but she swung. So the 0-1 here. Got a chance for 2. She's going to be out at second. So it's going to end up a fielder's choice. Ball hit back to Jalen, and the throw is wide, but heads up play by Tiller. I think maybe the throw should have gone to Dotson. She was going to be going toward first, but the ball was to the second base side. But Tiller fields it and tags out the runner for the second out. First pitch here is taken for a strike. This is Eva Welch, Lady Viking third baseman. She fielded a fly ball in the last inning. Throw behind the runner at first. Brooklyn's a little bit late. Good scoop by Braley. So Lady Vikings hitting here with 2 outs in the inning. Young's down at first. Welch falls in the count here 1-2. One, 2 here from Ball. And that's going to hit her in the kneecap. That's no fun. I'm all for being tough, but that ball hit her right in the shin there. Even in the meaty part, that's no good. So Eva's hit by a pitch. This is Sophie Richardson. She's out in right today. She's hitting here with 2 outs. Watches the first one down the middle. 0-1 here to Richardson. Lady Vikings have their first runner in scoring position. She fouls off the 0-1. Richardson down in the count here 0-2. Jalen way ahead. 0-2 to count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Lady Panthers lead 1-0. On a big 2-out double from Braley. Ball's hit hard to short, but Dotson fields clean and throws over, and that's going to end the inning. Well, after 1.5, Lady Panthers lead 1-0. John Owen, this is Rob Inman. We're bringing you Lady Panther softball right here on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the second. Lewis County leads 1-0.
Due up for the Lady Panthers. This is Kinley Keltner, Brooklyn Crow, and Cabry Atkins. 7, 8, 9 in the order. Kinley been swinging a strong bat lately. We need that right here at the tournament time. She watches the first pitch down for ball 1. So Kinley ahead here in the count 1-0. More to the plate. It's going to be out. Ooh, wow. He gives her a strike call. That ball was out. That ball was out. So 1-1 here to Keltner. I guess he's making up for that last one.
I guess.
Evens the count here at 1. Keltner's going to be swinging on this one. Ball's popped out to the left. Pretty deep, pretty high. For the first out of the inning. That's Zoe Mathis out there to make the play. So she gives it a ride, but not quite far enough. This is Brooklyn Crow. Holy smokes.
I got to get up here where I can see a little better.
I don't think you're going to like the view. He calls that one strike 1, but that ball's over another batter's box. If I was Zoe Moore, I'd hang out over there. She goes there again, but it's up. So 1-1 here to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's catching today for Jalen. Atkins is on deck. 1-1 here to Crow. Up and in, but she swings through it, gets above her hands. So she's falling a little bit in the hole here. She's going to battle out. 1-2. As Moore comes to the plate. It's a changeup. Brooklyn does a good job waiting on it and getting at least a little piece of the bat on it. With one out here in the bottom of the second. Brooklyn's up 1-2. Fastball. Fouls it off into the fence. So staying alive, staying alive. So the 1-2 again. Another changeup. She's going to foul it off just enough to keep herself alive. Just enough to keep herself alive. Keltner flies out to left to start our half of the second. 1-2 the count here to Brooklyn. I don't blame her. I'd have went out there too. She's been getting a couple of them.
Yeah.
Count even at 2. 2-2 here with 1 out. Lady Panthers do lead 1-0. She comes in with a fastball. Brooklyn can't catch it. That's the second out of the inning. Lady Panthers rallied on 2 in the bottom of the first to get one. If they're going to get another, they're going to have to rally here on 2 again. This is right fielder Cabry Atkins. First pitch to Atkins. She swings through. They're aggressive. No doubt about it. Cabry falls behind 0-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Ball's in the dirt. Coble with a nice stop behind the plate. 1-1 to count here to Atkins. Ball up. So the count now 2-1. Cabry gets something to drive. Cabry's got a little pop. And turns the lineup over. She takes the 2-1 for ball 3. So now way ahead as Lady Panthers look to start a 2-out rally. 3-1 here for Moore. It's going to be fouled straight back. Going to get over the fence. Not quite to the pickup. Takes the count full. So the 3-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Atkins is going to swing through it. That'll be Moore's second strikeout on the day. So after 2, Lady Panthers lead 1-0 here on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Jaden's still beating up my camera.
She's going to be all over it. She can't help it, I don't think. There's a little bit of effectiveness to being
There's a lot.
selectively wild.
Yeah. If you can just throw mostly strikes and hit a few batters
That's
every
right.
now and then, it
And
keeps everybody on their toes.
She's done all that.
And she's got plenty of velocity that gets everybody's attention.
4 strikeouts through 2. First pitch here to Latham, and she takes strike 1. There's something about watching a couple of your teammates take them in the shin and on the elbow
Yeah.
to know she'll throw it in there.
See, that looked like a good pitch to me.
That'll back you up a little bit.
I don't know if
Might
it
have
was
been
high.
up a little. The 1-1 count here to Latham. Whoop.
I know where that one's at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a bit
Just
outside.
shifted my camera about 30 degrees.
She's going to give
Let me
you a
go see if
workout.
I can get her straightened back out.
She's going to work you out. 2-1 here. Fouled back into the fence. So the count even here at 2 to the Lady Vikings second baseman. We're playing here in the top of the third, live from Lewis County High School. Lady Panthers lead 1-0. 2-2 here to Latham. And he rings her up on a pitch on the inside corner. And that's going to be the 5th strikeout of the day. This one looking. That'll turn the order back over for the Lady Vikings. This is the leadoff man, Izzy Duncan. Struck out swinging her first time. She hits here with 1 out. She takes strike 1 on the outside corner. You better be ready to hit today, because it's a little wide. 0-1 here to Duncan, taken for ball 1. So 1-1 to count here to her. 1 out in the top of the third. The wind for sure is blowing. Because every once in a while we can see the black tarp on the center field fence, the wind roll through it. 2-1 here from Jalen. He's going to be in the dirt. So 3-1 here to Duncan. All the ponytails are dancing in the wind. 3-1 here to ball. From ball is going to be up. So the Lady Vikings now with a base runner at first after Easy. Duncan draws the walk. This is Aaliyah Mars. Struck out swinging her first time as well. That ball's going to be hit on the infield, straight up. Kellner's going to call her off, and she's going to field it in the circle. But that's the second out of the inning. This brings up Sailor Coble, and she's the Lady Viking catcher. Struck out swinging her first time. Izzy Duncan draws a walk, and she's at first. As the Lady Vikings start their second trip through the order. Ball's hit out to second. Tiller's going to field it. She's going to throw her out. So a quick top of the third for the Lady Vikings as Jalen keeps rolling. So we go to the bottom half of the third. Lady Panthers lead 1-0. This is Lady Panther softball on the High Force Sports Network. We're back here to start the bottom of the third inning. Lady Panthers will be 1, 2, 3 in the order. Dotson will come back up for the Lady Panthers. Moore still on the mound. So far, pitching and defense. Michaela flew out to center to start the game. She smokes one out to left, but going to be foul. Sitting dead red there. Dotson takes the 0-1 outside. Works yourself back even in the count here. 1-1. So Lady Panthers scored the only run of the game in the bottom of the first on a Braylee Carroll double. That ball's hitting the air out to left. And that's going to be Mathis. And she's going to make the play. The first out here in the bottom of the third. So this brings up Tiller. Left side of the infield is going to be in. Shortstop's in just a little bit in from second. Third baseman's in 3-4 steps there at third. She's going to slap, but not get enough of it and foul it. Squares, pulls back, fouls it off to the third base side.
Move that out a little bit. Out a little bit. There. We're not getting a good signal.
0-1 here to Tiller. She's going to slap out to left. That ball's shallow, but Mathis playing in, comes running in to make the play. So they played her in, and this will bring up Clara Tanner. And Clara singled to the left her last time as they played her deep, much as they are now. And she muscled one in over the shortstop. That ball is going to be driven. That ball is gone. Up, and away for CJ. That's number 8. And that's a bomb. Tanner goes deep. Lady Panthers lead 2-0. And she got one up in the zone, and she absolutely crushed it. Well, of all the Lady Panthers to make a mistake to, she's not the one.
Right.
She don't miss many. She gets that one up in the zone. She gets it in the center. So Lady Panthers lead 2-0. Clara hits number 8 of the regular season. Had a few early in some spring games and things, and then, but 8 as we started the regular season. So much like the first inning, Moore gets our top 1-2 and then gives up a run with 2 outs. Well, Jalen here ahead 2-0, took one in the elbow, did her best to talk him into letting her stay and try to hit, but he wouldn't have it. The 2-0, and she's hacking. Ball's down and away, and she swings right through it. Two-one here to ball. She's swinging. Ball's outside again, and she fouls it back into the fence. So 2's across the board here to 62. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third inning, and the Lady Panthers lead 2-0. Moore to the plate. It's a good pitch. Ball just a little bit underneath. Gets a good piece of the bat on it. Just a little under. Lady Panthers hitting here with 2 outs. Changeup hangs away. Fills the count now 3-2. Couple of flyouts to lead off the inning, and then a bomb from Clara Tanner. And Lady Panthers lead now 2-0. Three-two here to ball. She's going to draw ball 4, as it's going to be away. And she's going to trot down to first, knowing she's got a courtesy runner coming. This is Turner again. So Jordan Turner, the courtesy runner at first. And this will bring up Braley, who plated the first run on a double down the left field line, scoring Tanner in the first inning. She hits here with 2 outs. Gets a fastball, and she swings through it. On it. But now she's down in the count here, 0-1. Oh-1 here to Carroll. It's going to be up for ball 1.
Let's get these bats going.
I like that pass the bat mentality. I believe I'd have to send her just to see what happens. 1-1 here, and here's the count here to Carroll. She's going to hit it up, straight up. Shortstop's coming. She's going to make a basket catch, and she comes right behind the circle. But that's going to be out number 3. But Lady Panthers get run number 2. Clara Tanner hits number 8, deep left center. And Lady Panthers lead 2-0. This is Lady Panthers softball on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the 4th.
Due up here for the Lady Vikings, 4, 5, and 6. McKenna Jackson, Zoe Moore, and Kennedy Young. McKenna, Lady Vikings shortstop, made the play to end the last inning. Was hit by a pitch in her first trip to the plate. She takes ball 1 away, and the 1-0 is going to be up. It's Jalen Falls here, 2-0. Here to McKenna. 2-0 to Jackson. Call strike 1. So 2-1 here to the Lady Viking shortstop. 2-1's going to be inside. So the count will go 3-1. .31 here from ball. He's going to be up and away, and that'll be ball 4. Jackson's going to draw a leadoff walk here to start the 4th inning. So here in the 5-hole is Zoe Moore, the Lady Viking pitcher. First pitch to her is going to be bunted. Going to be fielded by Keltner. She's going to throw 2. She's going to get a fielder's choice. And she's going to play it fast and make the throw. So Zoe's going. The sacrifice bunt is going to turn into a fielder's choice. Courtesy runner is going to be number 6. And I don't know what that says. Taylor. Langland, I believe. She's going to hit Kennedy Young. Not sure if she was trying to go into an arsenal of pitches or what, but that ball come out funny. Hit about 4 feet in front of the circle, and it took another 2 bounces before it hit Kennedy Young in the calf. Eva Welch is next. She was hitting the calf her first time. I'll have to get clarification on the runner because I don't know what that says. Any
What
idea
is
what that says?
Which one?
Number 6 there on the top.
Uh,
She's a courtesy runner. This is going to be Eva Welch. Kennedy Young stands at first.
Langlois.
Taylor Langlois is out at second as the courtesy runner for Zoe. Sounds good to me. So Taylor stands out at second. Kennedy Young's at first. Eva's going to put it on the ground. That ball takes a funny hop, but fielded by Braley. That's out number 2, but Lady Vikings now stand at second and third. And this is Sophie Richardson. Sophie grounded out into a 6-4 ground out. She takes the first pitch up and away for ball 1. One 1-0 here from Jalen. Ball's in. She swings through it. Fielded clean there by Crowell. 1-1. He says is up. That'll take the count 2-1. Cabry Atkins out in right. Shading toward the line. The ball's in again. She does get the bat to it this time.
I don't even see how she got the bat to that.
I
one.
don't either, buddy. It sure did look like it was right at her ankles.
Yep. And tight.
Mm-hmm. 2-2 here to Richardson. Ball's going to be outside. The count will go full. Latham waits on deck. 3-2 here with 2 outs. Runner's going, and we throw it away. She's going to have to hurry. But they're going to throw her out, trying to get 2. He got aggressive. Kennedy Young thrown out at the plate, but they do score 1. As the ball gets by. So Lady Vikings get a run. Lady Panthers lead 2-1 as we get through 3.5. Lady Panthers due up in the bottom. Get a chance to get it back. It's Lady Panther softball here on the High Four Sports Network.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the fourth. Lady Panthers lead Perry County by a score 2-1. Is this Lyric?
This is Lyric. Grounded out to the shortstopper last time. Oh, she didn't get her head back in. Put her head on that one. Hard to hit it if you can't see it. That's strike number one as we get into the bottom of the fourth inning. The Panthers hanging on tight to a 2-1 lead here. 0-1 fouled off to the right side. Well, he does have some kind of a change-up. You got to wait back on it for sure. 0-2 is up. She's going to swing through it, probably looking for the changeup. That'll be out number one here in the bottom of the fourth. This brings up Keltner, senior third baseman for the Lady Panthers. Keltner flew out to left her last time. She gets a first pitch changeup up and away. One 0 here for Moore. That ball's away. Interesting. Almost a defensive swing there in a 1-0 count. I'm not.
Yeah, she
must have got confused or
she had her way out front.
Thinking something else maybe. Guess wrong, I guess. She takes the 1-1 for ball two. Kinley settling in after a slow start. Ball in, get your hands to it, fouls it straight back. And that'll even the count up at 2. Two here to Kinley Keltner with one out in the bottom of the fourth. Ball's up. She does get a stick on it. So
yep, she moved my camera.
Oh, got it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can straighten it up.
2-2 here to Kinley Keltner. We'll talk you through it as we get the camera moved. 2-2 here to Keltner. Ball's in. She's going to foul it over the third base dugout. She is able to get her hands to it. Hitting here with one out. 2-2 here to Keltner. She's going to reach and get it, but she's going to poke it into center. And that ball's going to get over the glove. Whoop, backed up by the right fielder. That's good defense. That's good defense out there from Sophie Richardson as she's backing up Aaliyah Mars as the ball's hit into right center field gap. And the ball gets over the glove just a little. But Sophie there to back it up. Keltner will have to hold it first. This brings up 22 Brooklyn Crowell. First pitch taken outside and down for ball one. Cabry Atkins on deck. Kinley Keltner down at first after singling to center. 1-0 here to Crowell. It's going to be a changeup, but she's going to wait on it. She hits it out to left. It's going to get down. Zoe Mathis has been making plays out in the left, but that ball hit. She's playing relatively deep and fielding everything in front of her, and that ball on a changeup, Brooklyn waits back on it and punches it out into the left. So the Lady Panthers stirring a little bit of a thread here. Reagan Riley's going to be the courtesy runner for Crowell, who's catching today. So Kinley Keltner stands at second. Reagan Riley at first, and this is going to bring up Cabry Atkins. First pitch she sees, fouled straight back. Dotson, the Lady Panther leadoff man, on deck. Lady Panthers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth, looking to tack on some extras. 0-1, up and away to Cabry. So the count here even now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. More to the plate. It's going to be off the hands. Going to have to get back. Shortstop comes in, makes the play for out number 2.
It's his third time through.
His third time through. Dotson with a couple flyouts on the day. And a chance to do some 2-out damage, which is where it's all come from so far. Both runs the Lady Panthers have scored have come off of 2-out hits. A 1-0 here to Michaela. Get in the middle of something here, Michaela. She takes the 1-0 in for ball 2. The way ahead here. So 2-0 here to the Lady Panther leadoff man. She takes a strike down the middle. So count here 2-1. Lady Panthers at first and second, hitting here with 2 outs. More to the plate. Dotson's going to hit it hard foul and may get one. No, maybe not. Boy, like a little game of roulette over there if you park over there pretty close, especially with Dotson. So the count now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dotson's going to reach and just foul it off. You know, normally I'd say that's a bad swing, but he gives a little out there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know. I take my chances out there.
If it starts getting around that white, that batter's box, it's
he's still counting it. So the count here 2-2. Ball's in. She smokes another one. That might have got enough. Got it. I thought it did. I don't know which card she got, but she got one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Lady Panthers do lead 2-1, but a big 2-out hit here would score at least 1. Lady Panthers are off. Dotson's going to hit out to the shortstop. Not fielded clean. She's going to have to eat it. So Jackson does field it, but is going to her right toward third and can't glove it well enough to put her foot in the ground to make a throw. That'll load the bases, and this will bring up Taya Tiller, who's going to turn and hit from the right side with 2 outs. Clara Tanner waits on deck. Keltner at third, Reagan Riley at second, courtesy runner for Brooklyn Crowell, and Dotson is at first. First 2 pitches to Taya, she takes for balls, and she's way ahead here, 2-0. Who started the season in the leadoff spot, so she can work a count. Nope, she's swinging. 2-0 out to the second baseman, but the ball's going to find grass. Keltner's in. Reagan's coming to the plate. She's in. He's going to hold Dotson at third, and Tiller's going to have to hold up at first, but a big 2-out knock. As we stay par for the course here, and we score another couple runs with 2 outs.
They're going to have to be careful right here.
Yep. This could be a mess. Here's Tanner. Tanner's going to swing at the first pitch, but she's going to pop it up. And the second baseman, Latham, is going to field it in short right field, and that's going to end the threat. But Lady Panthers get 2 and push the lead to 4-1. This is Lady Panthers softball here on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back.
9-1-2 due up for the Lady Vikings.
Top of the 5th. Lady Panthers lead by a score of 4-1. We have a pitching change.
He's adjusted the defense. Ball moves to catcher. Carroll's going to move from first to the mound. Sophie Stutz is going to enter the game at first. Senior Olivia Smith is going to enter the game for Inman in left. And I think everybody else will stay the same. So, changeover pitchers. We start the top of the 5th. 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Vikings. Carroll on the mound. Jalen will move from the mound to catcher. So, ball behind the plate. Kinley Keltner at third. Dotson at short. Tiller at second. Now Sophie Stutz at first. So, Braylee Carroll to the plate here. Fastball for a strike. This is Maddie Latham, struck out looking in her only plate appearance. Olivia Smith in left, Tanner in center, and Atkins in right. 0-1, in for ball 1. I believe I'd have to hang out there on the outside corner.
Yep, sure.
Until he convinced me otherwise. 1-1 here, the count to Latham. Actually was on the outside corner. So Carroll way ahead here, 1-2. Jalen does a good job through 4. And the 1-2 swung through. So that's going to be strikeout number 1 for Carroll.
Tell you what, something's going on with the internet, too.
Weather, you think?
Could
Sure
be,
enough.
I guess, but
Unless we're having a little trouble. This turns over the lineup. This is the 3rd trip through for the Lady Vikings. This is Izzy Duncan. Struck out looking her first time. She walked her last trip. And she sees ball 1. So 1-0 here from Carroll. She swings through it. Head out, shoulder out. I'd stay on the outside corner to her, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Lady Panthers get a couple in the bottom of the 4th. Push the lead to 4-1. I don't know what that was, but it had movement on it. But she takes it high for ball 2. He's the designated player for the Lady Vikings. 2-1 from Carroll. Going to be fouled back into the fence.
Well, it straightened up my camera a little bit that time.
Be nice if we look punch, counter punch. A little help every now and again. That also evens the count up at 2. So Braley way ahead here. The 2-2. It's going to be up. So it's going to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Braley's throwing here with 1 out. Easy Duncan 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout swinging.
He don't like that pitch on the other side, does he?
Nope. So Easy draws her second walk of the day. This brings up Aaliyah Mars. Struck out swinging and popped out to Keltner, who fielded it there in the circle. So with 1 out, Lady Vikings have a base runner. Carroll to the plate, up and in. Mars takes ball 1. I know she likes to be on that inside corner, but he sure is giving a lot of room out here on the outside.
Yep.
1-0 here to Mars.
Pitch.
The ball's in. Strike 1. Of course, you get to leaning out there. That pitch is hard to hit. Especially if you crowd the plate. 1-1. Carroll to the plate. Comes back to the inside corner, but it's going to be down. Two 1-1's the coach from call from Coach Tucker. 2-1-1 is 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Not sure if he's reading the scoreboard or if he's giving them a play. Mars drives it left foul.
That might have been hit and run.
Might have been. She was very aggressive in it. But she fouls it off and evens the count at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That's not ball 4, is it?
I had 3.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
What do you call it? I'm getting confused.
It's not 3 outs, though.
I'm where we called
All right,
the runner out.
so he
for.
called the runner out. She left. So Mars took off for first like she walked. Nobody gave her the walk call.
Did we tag her? The
We
runner?
did tag her. She took off
That's
for
what it
second
was.
and then started running back. I guess she could have stayed there.
That's what it was.
But the count goes full. So there's 2 outs and a full count here to Aaliyah Mars. And that ball's outside. That is ball 4, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aaliyah draws a walk here. And this brings up Sailor Coble. Grounded out to second her last time. Struck out swinging to end the first. Aaliyah Mars, the base runner at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Ball's going to be hit out to second. Tiller's there. She's going to field it. So Lady Vikings get another runner or 2, but they can't do anything with them. Lady Panthers lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. This is Lady Panther softball right here on the High School Sports Network.
All right, we're back for the bottom of the fifth.
Blues hurrying him up now.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's
moving
catching
them.
some cover, catching that cloud cover coming. He's trying to beat the rain. I don't know what time it's scheduled to get here.
Well, they kept getting later. I was gonna look real quick.
That breeze picks up and sure does make it feel like it could rain anytime. This is ball. She takes the first pitch outside for ball one. Jalen with a couple walks on the day. Hit by a pitch in the first inning.
Looks like around 9 o'clock here.
Well, that'd be good. And then walks in the third. She's going to want to swing, but she did walk on a full count pitch in that second trip. She fouls off the 1-0. Evens the count at 1 as we start the bottom of the fifth inning. 1-1 here to ball. Outside for ball 2. Jalen does a good job on the mound through 4. Goes 4 innings with 4 strikeouts, a couple walks, and gives up 1 earned. Count goes 3-1. Ball way ahead here in the count. 3-1 from Moore is going to be down. Jalen's going to get it on the fist and runs through first, and the first baseman doesn't field it. Good throw from the shortstop.
Yeah, it looked like it got on the palm and just popped out.
Yep. Young couldn't squeeze it. So ball will reach E3. This will bring up Braylee Carroll, who's now on the mound. Reagan Riley, the courtesy runner for balls, back out there on first. She entered the game the last time as a courtesy runner for Brooklyn Crowell. Jalen's moved to catcher. She's back out to run in the catcher spot. First pitch to Braley, taken for ball 1. Second pitch, ball 2. Coble tries to throw behind it first, but not near in time. 2-0 the count here to Braylee Carroll. Lady Panthers lead 4-1 as we're in the bottom of the fifth. The 2-0 is going to be outside for ball 3. Zoe Moore, the Lady Viking pitcher. She's gone the whole way. That's going to be ball 4 to Braley. So Lady Panthers have 2 runners on here in the bottom of the fifth. This is going to be courtesy runner Jordan Turner. So we have freshmen on the base paths. I don't know if he made that sub or not, but this is Olivia Smith. I wondered if that's what he was looking at. Smith's going to hit here for Inman. She squares, pulls it back, ball 1. Reagan Riley, courtesy runner at second. Jordan Turner, the courtesy runner at first. Ball reached on an error by the first baseman, and Braylee Carroll drew a walk. 1-0 here to Smith. She swings through it for her first strike of the at-bat. Number 6 in the order here, senior Kinley Keltner waits on deck. 1-1. Smith, it's a barrel to it, fouls it back into the fence. One, 2 here to the Lady Panthers senior left fielder. Ball's going to be up. Evens the count at 2. Anything on the dirt not right at somebody makes it very hard to get her. She's going to foul off the 2-2. Get to do that one again. Lady Panthers here with a good threat brewing with nobody out. Zoe Moore, Lady Viking pitchers, gone the whole way. You got to wonder if, as we get a little further in it, if fatigue sets in a little. That ball's going to get away. Turner's going to stand up as Coble throws behind Jordan Turner at first. Young can't field it clean, and Reagan's going to move to third. Smith's going to go down swinging. This will bring up Kinley Keltner. Keltner singled to center over into right center last time. She poked one out into right center. She hits here with one out. And she's going to hit it again. It's going to be into short left center. Mars is going to come in and make the play. Not near deep enough to score Reagan from third, especially with her momentum coming toward the plate. Stutz has entered the game in crowd spot, and this will be her first at bat of the day. Took over at first and all the shifts. Fastball's up, can't catch it. She falls in the count 0-1. Lady Panthers have a base runner at third as Jalen reached on an error by the first baseman. Reagan Riley, the courtesy runner for her. Braylee Carroll came up next, drew a walk. Jordan Turner at first, the courtesy runner for her. Throw's going to go all the way to second. That's going to score Riley, and Turner's going to end up at third as the throw from Coble gets into short center. So Lady Panthers score one. Count goes 0-2 here on Stutz. Lady Panthers score on an error from the catcher. And Turner was going to be safe at second on a steal. Now she moves to third on the throw. 0-2 here to Stutz. Stutz is going to foul it off, straight back. Them straight backs scare me. They don't get you camera, they get you pickup.
Yeah.
Sophie came into play first when we made the pitching change. And she's behind in the count here, 0-2. And she swings through 0-2. Fastball up. Can't catch it. That'll end the fifth inning. So Lady Panthers do get a run, though, after getting the first two runners on. Unearned. Error by the first baseman. Lady Panthers lead 5-1 after 5. And we'll be back to start the sixth inning here on the High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Getting ready to start the sixth inning. Lewis County leads by a score of 5-1. We're playing Perry County Lady Vikings.
Going into the 6th inning here, 4-5-6 due up for the Lady Vikings. This will be McKenna Jackson. No official at bat today. Hit by pitch and walked in her last trip. Braylee Carroll back out on the mound for the Lady Panthers. First pitch to Jackson, fouled straight back. Oh, 1 taken up and away for ball 1. So 1-1 to count as we get started here in the 6th inning. Your Lady Panthers lead 5-1 over the visiting Lady Vikings. 1-1 here from Carroll. Is away for strike number 2. Swung on and missed. One ball, 2 strikes here from Carroll. Up for ball 2. Lady Viking shortstop looking to get a good start here. They got an uphill climb. Ball's hit out to third. Keltner's going to field it. You know, it's funny. The Lady Panthers come off a disappointing loss over at East Hickman as we carried a 4-1 lead into the last inning, and the Lady Eagles were able to score 4. This is Zoe Moore. She's going to hit it out to the left. That's Olivia Smith moving over into the gap to make the play. So Moore flies out to left. And sometimes when you catch these games coming out of an emotional letdown like that, you come out real flat.
Yeah. Well, I think anytime you have a high emotion game, whether you win or lose, the next game can be rough. So
I'm glad to see that they were able to kind of put things together, and we've played pretty good defense so far. Jalen was around the plate early, and you know, really the only run we gave up was off of a walk. There's 2 outs here for the Lady Vikings.
Yep.
This is Kennedy Young. Get her camera.
Finally with that camera.
Got it again. Might have knocked it out from her.
He must have unplugged it.
0-1 here to Kennedy Young. Up for ball 1. So here in the top of the 6th inning, Lady Panthers lead 5-1. There's 2 outs here with a 1-1 count to the Lady Viking first baseman. 1-1 down for ball 2.
All right, you drive for a minute. I'm going to see if I can straighten stuff out.
So 21 to count here to Kennedy Young. Is Braylee settling in with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Strike 2 on the outside corner. And that's going to be strikeout number 2 for Braylee as Kennedy goes down swinging. So Young goes down swinging. Lady Vikings go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6th. Lady Panthers lead 5-1. So we head to the bottom half with a lead This is Lady Panther softball. High Force Sports Network.
All right, we're back. Just the camera again. I will have a different setup for tomorrow night.
Get the angle. The angle's great. We just can't keep the ball off of it. Bottom of the 6th. This is Cabry Atkins. Holy smokes. He called strike 1. 1-1 to count here to Cabry.
I don't know if we had this crew this year.
I know we've had the guy at first. I'm not sure about the guy behind the plate.
The last several ball games we've had the Armstrong crew. And I like them. I like the way they call.
I do too.
Not that
21.
this is bad,
Cabry
but
hits
it's
out
just
to left.
so different that
Yep. Jackson there to make the play. Cabry flies out to the shortstop here. The first out in the bottom of the 6th.
But the zone's definitely different right now than what we've been
For sure.
seeing.
I just know that Dotson's going to hit it out to left, playing her deep and straight away. She's going to fly out to the left fielder, which is Zoe Mathis. And Zoe's fielded the ball pretty good out there in left. So that'll bring up Taya Tiller here with 2 outs. So far, all the Lady Panther runs have been scored today with 2 outs. Taya looking to bunt. First baseman did not charge. Third baseman did, but I'm not sure she's close enough to still throw her out if Taya doesn't bunt it too hard. Left side is in. Right side is about even. The 0-1 here to Tiller. And she's going to hit it right over the shortstop's head. Dump it right out in the grass. Just like they draw it up. So Taya reaches base here with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lady Panthers lead the Lady Vikings 5-1. This brings up Clara Tanner, who hit a 2-out bomb in the 3rd inning to plate the 2nd run of the game for the Lady Panthers. Don't want to miss up in something she can pull. She's got away power too. She can hit opposite field. She hit a big 3-run homer against Richland, tie the game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Took us to extras. That ball went out to right center. She's way ahead in the count here at 2-0. Count 3-0 here now to Tanner. As that ball gets just a little bit away from Zoe out into the left-handed batter's box. Tiller stands down at first after singling to center. There's 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th. She takes the 3-0 for strike 1 at the knees on the outside corner. (3-1) the count here to the senior center fielder. And it's gonna get in on her hands, but they're not gonna be able to make that play. That ball was deep in the hole. Even if she fields it clean,
Yeah, she wasn't going to throw her
she's
out.
not gonna throw her out. Jackson got there, but no damage done. Now this brings up Jalen Ball. Lady Panthers stand at first and second here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Ball reached base her last time on an error by the first baseman. Grounded it to the shortstop. But ended up her courtesy runner being the 5th run of the game later in the inning. First pitch taken down for ball 1. One of those out. Tanner's going to dive back safely. Coble makes the throw behind the first. But Jalen way ahead here. 2-0 the count. She's swinging. Fouls it off the right side over the first base dugout and out of play. Tiller stands at second after singling to center. Tanner stands at first after singling to left. 2-1 is fouled back. Even the count at 2. So 2's across it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're playing here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lewis County High Schools. The Lady Panthers lead the Lady Vikings 5-1. 2-2 here to ball. She smokes it out to center. That ball's deep, but Mars is there and tracking it, and she's going to make the play. That'll end the inning as we head to the 7th. The Lady Panthers lead 5-1.
All right, we're back. Top of the 7th. Yeah, that echo's definitely coming out of that. Lewis County leads by a score of 5-1. We're 3 outs away from finishing this.
You know, it's a big game too.
We can hold them off.
That's right. We had that where I'm not gonna say we gave one away at East Tickman, but the game that I think if you ask anybody on the team or staff, that we should have won that game.
Yeah.
And sometimes those things compound against you. But when you get into a game like this, you want to come back and you want to end this one. You don't want to have this happen to you, so you start to doubt.
This Perry County team, I've heard good things about them, and they're definitely a solid team.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
they play good defense.
Yeah, and they're getting up there and taking their cuts, and
Yep.
I think they've played from what I heard, pretty well in their district. So definitely competitive.
7, 8, 9 due up for the Lady Vikings. Welch, Richardson, and Latham. If there's going to be a spark, they're going to have to start it. So Lady Panthers come out. Braley Carroll on the mound. Ball behind the plate. Keltner at third. Dotson at short. Tiller at second. Stutz at first. Smith, Tanner, and Atkins across the outfield left to right. First pitch in from Carroll, ball 1. We did get, after talking to the staff a little bit, we knew coming in Braley was awfully close to 100 strikeouts on the year. And with that last strikeout to end the top half of the 6th, that's number 100 on the season for Braley. That's a pretty cool individual accomplishment, and I know she cares more about the team winning than she does her own stuff, but still, I think when you reach milestones like that, she's got plenty of confidence in her defense after talking to her a little bit. But it sure does help from a defensive perspective if you've got a pitcher out there that can get you a strikeout when you need it. That's going to be 101 as Welch is going to swing through strike 3. So the third strikeout here on the day for Carroll. That's out number 1 for the Lady Vikings. Sophie Richardson at the plate. She has a ground out and a walk on the day. Braley pulls the string on that one. And Richardson way out in front swings through it. Lady Panthers do lead here 5-1 in the top of the 7th. There's 1 out. 0-1 here to Richardson. Carroll fastball in on her hands, can't catch it. What a change. You get that change up on the outside corner that you could have swung twice at. And you get a fastball in on your belt buckle. 0-2 here to Richardson. Lady Viking right fielder. That fastball's back in, and she staying alive. Gets enough of it to get another one. I think he dials back up the change up.
Maybe.
That first one she was way up front on. She's moved to the back of the box, trying to help herself catch up with that fastball.
I moved the camera again.
0-2. Nope. Fastball on the inside corner. Richardson's going to swing through it. That's out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. Strikeout number 4 for Carroll. 102 on the year. This is going to be Latham. Nope, this is not going to be Latham.
Sub?
Yep, this is going to be Emma Wheat. He's going to the bench. Wheat's going to pinch hit here for Latham. She's going to take the first pitch she sees on the outside corner for strike 1. Carroll's wheeling and dealing now. I think you talked about that a little bit as we've been going through the season. There are times when she gets in the zone, and she is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
0-1 from Carroll. And that ball's going to be in. She tries to come in too far. So Wheat comes in off the bench, and she's going to get hit by a pitch. He's going to put Latham back in the game, and she's going to run for Wheat. So she entered as a pinch hitter. And then Latham, who started the game at second, is back in the game to run. And they get back to the top of the order. So this is Izzy Duncan. A couple of walks and a strikeout swinging on the day. The Lady Vikings are down to their last out. Izzy comes swinging. She misses that high fastball. Top half's open. I don't think I'd come inside. She's going to have to reach to get it. 0-1 here from Braley. They stay out there a little further this time.
Yeah, she's really not that tight on the plate either.
No.
That's what I was looking at.
Count even at 1. 1-1 to Duncan, taken outside for ball 2. So the count here 2-1 to the Lady Viking leadoff man. This is Izzy Duncan. Latham stands down at first. She's going to get not a fastball. Wasn't the slow change she throws, but it had a lot of good movement to it. Enough change that it kind of hung her up. So 2-2 the count here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Lady Vikings down to their last strike. Carroll to the plate. That ball's going to be in the dirt. That's a good take from Duncan. So with a full count and 2 outs, Coach Tucker telling Latham to be off on the pitch. 3-2 here from Carroll. And she's going to challenge her. Duncan's going to swing through it, and that'll end the ball game. So 5 strikeouts through 3 innings for Braley as she comes on to get the save. Jalen Ball goes 4 of 1-run softball, and Braley comes in to shut the door. Lady Panthers score all their runs with 2 outs, but they come back after an emotional loss to East Hickman, and they get the win here at home, 5-1 over the visiting Lady Vikings of Perry County. So the good guys win this one here on a beautiful night for softball at Lewis County High School. For Coach John Owen, I'm Rob Edmond. We're bringing you Lady Panther softball all year right here on the High Force Sports Network.